Kinky, 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 we love it, yes it's true. And now here's Reverend Mel to be kinky with you. Hey!
Oh, well, there's the fire, too. Okay, we'll go with that next. This is the first one. This is major. And so I got under the hood of my Mustang, and this is about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And heard this horrible screeching sound. And I stood up, and I got thrown in. My car got hit from behind, basically. The person was going about 71 miles an hour, according to the police report. My car had 4.5 feet of skid marks.
Wow.
It had a parking brake on. I got thrown into the engine, crushed the air filter with my chin, got thrown out. 20 feet was the first spot of blood where I landed on my elbow and rolled to a stop. And a couple minutes later, I got up and hobbled over to the guy and told him to shut his engine off because he was leaking gas, and the right engine mount had broken. It was sparking on the ground. It was leaking gas. So I told him, shut it off, or we're going to die.
Wow.
2 days later, I had a nice pony emblem on my leg.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice.
Good times. Yeah.
Superhuman.
Yeah. The other one is how I proposed to Marcega.
Yeah.
My brother and I were living with my brother at the time, and we were going to barbecue in a fire pit. And he had just soaked the shit out of the charcoal with kerosene, and I had no idea. So I went over there, some lighter fluid, because, smart lighter fluid barbecue, right? So I spread some lighter fluid down, couldn't smell kerosene, had a cold. Sprayed a little bit of lighter fluid on the stick, and I lit the stick. And as soon as I lit the stick, the whole thing just fireballed.
Oh, wow.
And this is 8 o'clock at night, something like that. It was dark outside, and they had no lights on in the house, and the curtains were drawn. They said the whole living room just glowed orange.
Wow.
And I somehow just crunched up, and I burned off all the hair on this side of my head, and I had a whole bunch of little teeny tiny scabs all over my face here.
Wow.
Which just befuddled everyone until I did this, and it made one big scab. So that was, I had a little pack on my face, wore an eye patch. For,
and you have no scarring from it?
No scarring from it.
No, not at all?
Not at all.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I have more scarring from my motorcycle accident than I do from that.
Do you have a mirror?
Where do you have a scar?
Give me a mirror.
Why?
Let's see if I reflect.
I ain't fucking around. I don't want to be sitting next to some motherfucker.
Well, I was also in a very bad car accident too, and in the morning I got up and I had my car keys, and I saw this tan vehicle collide with my car, and I says, no, angels, be around and protect me, okay? Oh, he's getting so the mirror. So then, when I was driving home, this person went through a red light, and the whole front of my car was gone, but I only had 2 bruises on my whole body. It was on my ankles. And I never wore seatbelts, but about a month prior to it, a little voice kept saying, wear a seatbelt. And the car started back up because there's traffic coming. I was able to move it out, and the car never started again after that. But only 2 bruises. I mean, I should have had a lot more. I don't see myself. So if you
I can't see myself actually.
So if
That's a handsome guy right there.
If you survive things, then you may be a vampire. So we're talking about all of you guys out there. Okay, this one, I like this one.
Well, I'm out because I got the pale skin.
So,
you got the Italian in me.
Yeah, you're Italian. I'm Sicilian too, and I got the real pale skin.
I'm a quarter, but I'm not pale.
Yeah, I'm pale skin. The third one is, are you naturally strong with magic or energy, self-taught or self-realized? Yeah.
Like card tricks? I know a card trick.
Like,
It's a math one. You got to count. And then
spiritually inclined, like, move energy and stuff like that. Silventar?
Sure.
Yeah, me too. Anyone else out there? We're batting 3s. This is great. Okay. We're all vampires. As a kid, you were the strongest, smartest, or quickest kid in the class, and around 16 of age, and maybe all. As a kid, you were the strongest, smartest, or quickest kid in the class, and around the age of 16.
You masturbated for the first time, or second.
I don't know why the age of 16.
Vampiric maturity. I don't know.
I mean,
ooh, you had a cool term there, vampiric
what was
maturity.
Yeah.
All right.
It's when your dick was getting hard.
That's right.
Or that start when you were 12.
For me, no, I started
No,
way
that's
earlier.
when you get your first blowjob.
When you're 12, you get your first blowjob?
If you're fucking lucky.
By your teacher.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I didn't say I got a blowjob at 12.
so when did you lose your virginity?
When did I?
Yeah.
I think I was like 17.
First time you fucked a pussy, you were 17?
Yes, the first time I fucked a pussy.
How first time you got a blowjob?
I'm assuming it was... No, I guess it was a couple years before that.
Wow.
Yeah.
First time you ate pussy.
It's a couple years before that.
You ate pussy before you got fucked?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Wow. First time you fucked somebody in the ass?
He hasn't done that yet. That's his final fantasy.
Yeah, no. When did this happen? I'm like, when did I poke a pooter? I started pooter poking. I think it's probably around the same. No, I don't know. Probably. I 20.
20?
Brother Boog here, goddamn, said, saw the butt
Are you
going, so I gotta get her
Are
done.
you talking about a goat?
A chicken?
Were you wearing
How
your
about
Velcro
some
gloves?
sheep?
Man. No, you put their legs in your boots, dummy. That way they can't run away. They squirm a lot, but you got to put a wrap, because them hooves will dig right in here. Oh, see, you got boots.
Yeah, I got boots.
Sheep fucker, ain't you? What does this have to do with vampires?
16. So, Silventar, you're not getting through without these questions answered also. So
You
the
already
first
asked me these questions.
I know, but I'm doing it. Not all of these questions.
Okay.
So
I didn't hear the answer.
So when was the first time that you had your cock sucked? What age?
7, 8.
What?
I think.
The
I don't remember.
babysitter?
No, it was actually the pastor's daughter.
Yes!
She sucked
At
your
church.
She sucked your cock at 8 years old?
I think it was 7 or 8. Let's see. It was in Idaho. So, yeah, it was 7. Yeah,
Going
Wow. And the first time you ate pussy?
7.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
The first time you had intercourse?
That I'm not exactly clear on. But it was...
He started huffing gas by the time he was 9.
I want to say between 12 and 15. Probably closer to 12, maybe 13.
Wow, the first time you
I don't know for sure. Right?
you fucked a pooter hole?
Probably 16, 17.
16?
16,
Really?
17.
You fucked
Maybe.
ass that early? And wow.
It was an early ass fucker.
Well,
I had to get her done.
Get her done!
I think we have a question from Lady Solaris.
What age did you lose your virginity, Mel?
Oh!
You see the turntables.
Well, the first time I ever touched a cock, there was this older man. We were playing hide and go seek, and he kind of told me to hold his thumb, and it was squishy. It was like, ah! I was just this little kid. No, I lost my virginity. I was 18 years old, and I married the guy who I lost the virginity. Stupid. Yeah,
And how old were you when you first sucked cock?
the same guy.
Is the
18.
same thing with having your pussy eaten?
Yep. 18. Boy,
This-
it was grand. 18 was wonderful.
And when did you get your pooter punctured?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I think I
When
was
did
like,
we go on air?
I think I was like 33 years old.
Wow.
Wow, I still don't. It's still not. You can only. I can. The only time
This is what we call a late bloomer.
if you get me drunk, you can fuck my pooter. Otherwise, I sound like a dolphin.
So who in the chat room is buying Mel some alcohol on Wednesday night?
It's just going to be lined up like a fucking shrine at the door.
I don't know. I think two sips of alcohol at this moment will make me drunk. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy
So
that girl beer.
yeah, Wednesday night is this is our New Year's show. New Year's is coming up. I've lost track of all time and places. I start on baby food tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Do we get to the Wayne's World?
So yeah, I was 18 when all that stuff transpired. I was a late bloomer. All of my friends were not virgins anymore. I was the only one left that was a virgin out of all my friends.
You're holding out for the big bucks.
No, nobody asked me out. I mean, I had no dates. I was not popular. In fact, my 25-year class reunion, I went to my class reunion, and this guy came up to me and said, God, I had this biggest crush on you in high school, but I knew you had all these boyfriends. And I looked at him, I go, boyfriends? I didn't even have a fucking date. It was ridiculous. And I was really shy. If I really liked a guy, I'd be walking down the hallway, and he'd be walking by this way, I'd go, thinking that he knows I have a crush on him. If I looked at him in the eye, he would know that I had a crush on him. And of course, he didn't want me in my head. So I still do that as an adult. It's amazing that goes to,
Do you need a hug? Everybody loves you now. I'll fuck your pooter hole, Mel. I'll stick my dick right in your pooter hole, and I'll rub your neck while I'm doing it.
And you know what you guys have been watching? You've been watching the Rev Mel Show on TalkingSexRadio.com, where real people talk about real sex with real kinky people. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break while he gives me some comfort.
In a pooter.
In a pooter! Pooter! Pooter!